When we think of Mexico, what comes to mind? Tacos, burritos, ancient civilizations like the Mayans, beautiful beaches, sexy ladies, or maybe even the stereotype of cartels, illegal immigrants, or poverty. It's unfortunate that many tend to focus on the negatives when Mexico is a treasure trove of beauty and resources. Let's set the record straight. Mexico is undeniably stunning, boasting abundant natural resources. It stands as the leading producer of silver globally and holds significant reserves of gold, copper, zinc, and lead. Not to mention its substantial oil and natural gas reserves managed by Pemex, a major player in the economy. With over 9,000 kilometers of coastline, Mexico should be a tourist's paradise. Add in the delicious cuisine like tacos, burritos, and more, and the allure of Mexico skyrockets. And let's not forget the incredible remnants of ancient civilizations like the Mayans and Aztecs. Architectural wonders like Chichen Itza and Teotihuacan beckon history buffs and adventurers, offering a glimpse into mesmerizing bygone eras. Economically, Mexico stands strong, ranking 15th globally in nominal GDP and 10th in purchasing power parity. It's a diverse blend of established industries such as manufacturing and tourism, coupled with a burgeoning tech and knowledge-based sector. But why does Mexico often get depicted as unsafe due to illegal activities? Let's delve into each aspect. This is the dark side of Mexico. Despite Mexico's abundance of riches and attractions, the lingering presence of cartels stands as a major hurdle. Have you heard of the Sinaloa cartel?
Most powerful is the Sinaloa cartel. Almost the 70% of the world is infected by this cartel.
It's a force to reckon with, an influential drug trafficking organization operating far beyond Mexico's borders, stretching its reach across the Americas and beyond. This cartel boasts a sophisticated network that spans countries like Mexico, the United States, and Central America. Their control over vital cocaine trafficking routes extends across 50 countries, raking in billions annually through drug trafficking, money laundering, and various illegal ventures. Their portfolio isn't limited to drugs. They've delved into extortion, kidnapping, and even oil theft. Violence and intimidation are their trademarks, employing hitmen and engaging in brutal tactics to eliminate opposition. Armed to the teeth, the Sinaloa cartel employs trained gunmen known as sicarios, armed with heavy artillery, grenades, and yes, even drones. Their paramilitary tactics, sometimes involving ex-military personnel, make them a formidable force against law enforcement. In essence, while not a formal army, their firepower often surpasses under-equipped state forces, posing a grave concern for Mexican authorities and communities affected by their activities. As perspective, the Mexican government even deployed the military to confront cartels in various capacities for over a decade. This approach, known as militarization, remains a controversial strategy with mixed results, even though there has been a lot of criticism regarding this. But what else will you do to confront cartel forces that arm to the teeth? Since 2006, the Mexican government has mobilized tens of thousands of soldiers and federal police, strategically deploying them to combat cartels in regions rife with violence and cartel operations. In fact, civil society has also begun to take up weapons literally to simply protect themselves and defend themselves against cartel brutality. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are approximately 9 major cartels in Mexico, with over 400 smaller criminal gangs operating at local and regional levels, often linked to these larger organizations. It's a complex web of crime that continues to challenge the security of the nation. The statistics from the Mexican government paint a grim picture. Over 33,000 cartel-related homicides in 2022, coupled with thousands of cases of robbery and extortion. The economic toll is staggering, an estimated $25 billion annually due to violence and insecurity attributed to cartels. But these figures might not reveal the full scope of the problem. Many crimes go unreported due to fear or lack of trust in authorities, potentially making the situation worse than it seems. Unfortunately, I won't reveal specific locations in detail so that you don't generalize about Mexico or their cities based on their bad things. So, why does this problem persist? It's deeply rooted. Cartels have woven themselves into the fabric of society, infiltrating communities, economies, and even parts of the government. Eradicating them isn't just about capturing individuals, it's about dismantling their pervasive influence.
El narcotraficante durmió otra vez en el penal de máxima seguridad del Altiplano.
Convicted Mexican drug lord El Chapo, a federal judge right here in New York City today, sentencing Joaquin Guzman to life in prison plus 30 years.
Following the capture of their leader, El Chapo, in 2016, the Sinaloa cartel faced a turbulent period of internal power struggles. This upheaval led to temporary instability and a surge in violence. However, displaying their resilience, the cartel swiftly restructured under new leadership, showcasing their remarkable strength and organizational prowess. These cartels integrate into communities, offering jobs and services where the government falls short. This creates a web of dependence and loyalty that obstructs cooperation with authorities. They also cozy up to legitimate businesses, laundering money and hiding their financial trails. Their political connections further complicate matters, influencing decision-making and hindering effective law enforcement. International alliances bolster their reach, stretching drug routes across borders and requiring collaborative efforts beyond Mexico's boundaries. It's a complex web that demands coordinated international action. Breaking this cycle means offering alternatives, new sources of income, education, and social support to empower communities. Unraveling money laundering schemes and exposing corrupt officials collaborating with cartels is vital. But even with the utmost seriousness, it's an uphill battle, especially when cartel influence permeates so many facets of society, including the government. It's a seemingly insurmountable challenge for Mexico's authorities. Poverty and inequality weigh heavily on Mexico, creating a stark divide between the affluent and those struggling. With 43% living in poverty, it's not just about finances. It's about the system. It's about limited access to essentials like water, healthcare, and education. Imagine the daily battle for basics, the restricted healthcare options, and the limited chances for personal and professional growth. These struggles often lead to feelings of desperation, making joining cartels an appealing option for economic stability. Then, there's corruption, a pervasive issue in Mexico. Ranked 135 out of 180 countries for corruption by Transparency International, bribery and embezzlement plague sectors from law enforcement to healthcare, eroding trust in the government and hampering business operations. And the distressing reality of violence against women. 11 women are murdered every day in Mexico, with over 66% experiencing gender-based violence in their lives. Femicide is a grim national issue, and the lack of accurate reporting only adds to the complexity of this epidemic. These problems intertwine, making solving one reliant on addressing the others. Yet, amidst these challenges, Mexico holds immense potential. Ranked 15th in the global economy and 10th in purchasing power parity, it's a testament to their capabilities. So, is Mexico more fun or problematic? It's a complex blend of both. The country's vibrancy and potential are undeniable, but so are the deep-rooted issues it grapples with. What do you think? Let's dive into the discussion. And hey, hit that subscribe and like button. There's always something to gain. Have a fantastic day and see you in the next episode.